What car does Michael Jackson belong on? Like a Pontiac or
A
something?
Lotus.
What is? That's classic.
Yeah. An old school Lotus.
What car does Michael Jackson belong?
Well, because I'm trying to picture it because it's a dope idea.
Or a short bus. Or a short bus.
Or just an all-white van. All right, so there's this woman from Miami who got her headshots taken. Headshots.
I'm just making sure that the live is on. Because we're on live and only our Patreon people can see behind the scenes live. But go ahead. Just letting them know.
Let them know. There's this Miami woman who got her headshots taken, and then the photos were sold to a stock photo site. And now she's on the cover of an erotic novel titled His Big Childhood Sweetheart.
Can you say the whole thing over again? Can you say the whole thing over? I got the whole story mixed up because it sounded juicy and then it sounded boring. Can you say the whole story?
Okay, so
I'm supposed to be the one ADD.
But I was paying attention.
you got ADD in the middle of saying that.
That's a terrible picture.
But I already know what you said.
So this lady right here, she just wanted to go get some headshots one day from a photographer.
Okay.
She hired this photographer for $100.
$100.
Right, but she didn't read the fine print on what he was gonna do with these photos, and he sold it to a stock photo site. And she didn't realize until some of her people in her friend's circle sent her photos of her being on the cover of an erotic sorry.
What the?
It says the big childhood sweetheart. Childhood sweetheart. The word was in there.
Why is that embarrassing? She's winning the guy of her dreams.
No, I think the money, right? What did the photographer make off something like that?
He probably just sold it as a buyout, right? The fact that she ain't gonna make none of it though. She paid? She paid him $100 to take headshot photos of her.
But then he double cashed out.
He cashed out by selling it to a stock photo spot.
No wonder it was so cheap.
It's a side note, and maybe it's because I feel like I'm getting old, but a lot of like lady friends and my age read those books, and I didn't know that was a thing.
Me neither.
Oh, even younger girls be reading Danielle. It's Danielle Steele, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
What is that motion? Just so you can explain to the fans.
Like DJ stuff.
They play with fidget spinners in their pants.
They're definitely fidgeting while they're reading, I think. Yeah. I didn't know it was like that.
They're getting hot
I thought that was a joke.
Oh really?
Yeah, I thought that was, you know what I mean? Like, what's his name, Fabio? I thought that was all like a kind of a joke.
It was like a satire.
But they're in that shit, huh?
I mean, it gets pretty erotic.
Oh, you read them?
Absolutely, just the chapters.
Have you read one?
I've looked at the chapters of some of that shit, and they're steamy.
Yeah, I read it as a kid.
Yeah. Should we read it?
Someone will talk about like his hair was as thick as mane, and and then like his shirt was like flapping in the wind, and I remember being a little kid going, whoa, why is my temperature rising?
Did you get all wrapped up?
Whoa. He was shirtless on a horse, and Bart's like, ooh.
It's very situational too, huh?
Because you never hear other people using words like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm reading fucking like, I don't know, like X-Men or some shit, or like some truck magazine, and it's very factual. And then we did the motor swap, and now it's a 4x4. It's like that, right?
And then Bart's like, ooh.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's regular English. And then you read that one, you're like, whoa. It's crazy.
He was
Imagine swapping a motor and suddenly it's a 4x4.
Something went wrong here.
I mean, that's what like 50 Shades of Grey was, right?
Yeah, see?
Did you read that?
No, I didn't read that. But the second it got super popular, and then you realize that all the girls that you know have read that, you're like,
You know what?
Wait a minute.
I fucked up in my youth. Because I'm realizing now the best ways to get girls was actually do the things that they like.
Boo. Like what? Like what's the thing?
Yeah, but the downside is you're doing boring shit.
That is the downside.
No, okay, so like you want to get girls doing guy shit, right? Like you think when you're young, you like cars, so you want to attract girls by getting a car.
A cool car.
You like muscles, so you think like girls would, well maybe they do, but
Is he
still
throwing
it's like,
shots at us right now?
but then the real shit is just you should read these novels.
Yeah.
If they're fantasizing about that, be the man in the novels.
That's true.
It took me that long to fucking realize.
You're telling me Megan Fox in Transformers ain't real? Just a hottie.
Well, I mean, she was at Pete Davidson.
Yeah, but she's like fixing the car and the sweat's coming down.
But they're rare though. Most chicks aren't like that.
She's single though, right?
Yeah.
Do you think she watched JK?
Do you think
Megan.
No, she's with Kodak Black
Miss
now.
Fox.
She is?
Yeah, I think so.
She's with Kodak Black?
I think she's with Kodak Black now.
Is he all there in the head, I think?
No, what's the quote that's going crazy right now?
Is he scatterbrained?
My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
yeah. Have you seen that interview? It's so good.
Wild.
It's so funny. I don't know if he's doing a bit or if he's just like a kind of like
No.
spacey.
I don't think it's a bit.
Yeah, it's
He's definitely not writing these novels. He doesn't have that vocab. He does not have that.
he's very tangential, dude. You should see the interview with him and Caleb Presley. He's like all over.
What happens if you're like, oh, I should be like the guy in the novel, but the guy in the novel is a car-loving buff ass?
That is me. What the?
Then it works.
But isn't it even like 50 Shades of Grey? I don't remember what that story is.
You're like a billionaire.
I didn't even watch the movie.
Aren't they like low-key assholes? You know what I mean?
No, I think they're like a billionaire that sexes her.
He uses chains and whips.
We like the guy in the
Cliff Notes by men.
He's like, I should have just been a billionaire.
Yeah, he ties her up and stuff.
I also think chicks are just dumb though. I think like they want
Hit him. Hit him. Tell me how you really feel.
they want dudes. They want these
Chicks are just
dudes
dumb.
in these books, right? But if that dude was right in front of her face, she wouldn't be able to see and would have friend zoned them.
Yeah, because your face is stuck in a book.
That's true, dude. That's true, dog. Stop friend zoning us.
We're gonna start reading more books.
Oh, you know what is crazy? Do you remember that girl Linty Nguyen?
Uh-huh.
She got her photo taken, and it got sold to Scientology, and they use her face on the Scientology building as one of the, like,
billboard.
Yeah, the one that's right in front of the Hollywood one.
the fuck?
Yeah, and it says it's her face straight up, and she's like, "Oh fuck, that was from like a headshot thing."
What's the money on this shit, right? Because like you go to is it Hallmark? What's the store with all the cards? Yeah. Hallmark. You go there, and then there's all the stock photos of families and dogs.
Grandpa and grandma.
Yeah. How do I get in there with like my golden retriever? There's got to be cash.
I don't pay you a lot for that.
You don't think?
But that was like Simu Liu was there, right? Wasn't
That's
he-
right.
didn't he
He's
sell
always
his first
posting
album?
ads. No, because he's like in a conference meeting or like he's in some stock photo shit.
Yeah, you don't get paid a lot for stock photos. Because it's stock photos.
You don't
like
pay a lot.
200.
You don't get paid a lot, but you pay a lot to use them. When you go to Getty Images or Wire Image, and you look at the price of one photo, look yourself up, and you'll be like, it's like $300.
What?
Yeah, but that's like the
That's a
lowest
good
tier of
business.
usage. That's not even the highest tier.
I think the models get paid like $200 for that one thing.
And that's it. You're signing all likeliness.
Taking
Hold a
photos.
spoon, hold a cactus.
We got to be Getty Images. That's what we got.
You have to be Getty Images, not be in it. Yeah.
Okay, so we got to do the same racket as this
What
photographer.
exactly is Getty Images? Because I see that all the time.
That's different, but that's more for like people that shoot celebrities on red carpets or go to events. Those photos are worth money because at some point someone might need that person.
Paparazzi?
Yeah, how's that? But that's free.
Yeah, but we're not talking about celebrity photos. We're talking about like stock photos.
When it's like regular ass people, that's like
But then you got to be a paparazzi. Nobody wants to be that fucking.
The legality of it seems weird, right? Because paparazzi can go and snag Bart taking a shit in the bush, and then I could sell that, but I'm making money off your likeliness. I thought that's illegal.
Yeah, but that's different. He's taking a shit in a bush like that.
it's not illegal. You could take a picture of someone in public.
Yeah.
Oh, but if he was in his house taking a shit and I snapped one and sold it, that's his private and likeliness.
That's like
Non-
defamation.
I think if it's through the window, I think the reasonable thing is you can't have taken it from an angle that was illegal to get to or some shit.
But even
What about all these pictures of like celebs like on a yacht, right? And oh, look, Jeff Bezos is out of shape again. But then he's like on his own shit in the ocean.
I think because you don't own the ocean.
You don't own the ocean, and he's outdoors on that boat.
Have you seen those lenses? They could probably zoom to the fucking next ocean.
But like the bird watching people?
All right, my next one then. So I take a picture of Bart legally, wherever, but then I throw him on a shirt and I sell Bart's face on a shirt. That's illegal, right? Because his likeliness and I'm making money off it.
So like, let's say you go to a basketball game, you take a picture of Jordan playing.
Yeah, no, I think it's illegal.
Can you put on a shirt?
I'm pretty sure that shit's illegal. If as far
Say
as I
that to
know,
all the Hispanics outside of state or the
no,
crypto.com.
no,
selling their
everywhere.
shit, so.
No, so yeah. Because everyone, it kind of pisses me off as like a creator where people are like just throwing Kobe on a shirt, and I'm like, of course you're gonna make money. You're selling Kobe, but that's not cool.
It's like at the point where it costs too much money to go after them, they don't do it.
They're too small fries, but it's technically illegal.
But it probably also only works when there's like somebody like Kobe so big that thousands of people are doing that. So
Right.
it's like also really difficult to stop. But if you're just like, fucking JKNews and there's one person out there making money off your merch, it's like we're gonna go figure out how to stop them.
There wasn't. We had fans who made copies, but they didn't sell it. They didn't have enough time for the shirts to show up to their house. So what they did is they silk screened the designs and then they showed up to our show.
Half flattery, half
Well,
kind of bullshit.
that's more flattering.
Yeah.
But they actually ordered the shirts, but it didn't arrive in time.
Bro, you fuckers looked up Kindred stuff on like Taobao and Alibaba and stuff. You know what I mean?
Amazing garments.
Yeah.
Better than the original.
You know what's kind of different though? I think there is a difference between whether it's the picture or if it's on a shirt. Because if you go to a souvenir shop in Hollywood, you can't buy celebrities on shirts, but you can buy actual celebrity photos on that rack.
Yeah.
Where's the likeliness like drawn? I mean, that's the whole reason Nike signs Jordan, so they own his likeliness.
His likeness?
Yeah, likeness.
Oh, I was like likeliness.
How much people like him?
All that.
How about on a mug? I see celebrity pictures on a mug. I like that.
Maybe there's
Yeah.
a difference between if it's a merchandise item versus just a
True.
photo.
I don't know either.
And can you
interesting.
pay, like, let's say a body shop or like someone that does custom paint, right? What if I want a big fucking Michael Jackson on the hood of my car?
I think that's okay as long as you're not like replicating it hella times to sell it.
As long
I think that might be cool.
As long as it's not on a Ferrari.
That's an homage.
Ferrari will sue you.
What car does Michael Jackson belong on? Like a Pontiac or
A
something?
Lotus,
What is? That's classy.
an old school Lotus,
What car does Michael Jackson belong?
Well, because I'm trying to picture it because it's a dope idea.
or a short bus, or
Or just an all-white van.
A white van?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, dude?
What are all y'all saying? What are all y'all saying about my
What are you
king?
listening, dude?
What? What do you mean? What are you listening?
That's my. Hee hee.
Did the lady get any money? No, right? You can't. Or she did.
No, she didn't get
She's
any
fucked.
money off it. No.
She paid and then they stole her shit.
Yeah.
That's fucked. That's what you gotta read the fine.
Well, that also it sucks too because that book looks like it's accentuating that she's a plus size person.
It specifically on the front page talks about this is a BBW story.
And that's the wackest graphic design I've ever seen
Yeah, it's
too.
really bad,
It's
that
not
graphic
even
design.
seamless.
Yeah.
Like, what if that happened to you and it said like my little railroad builder?
and I'm like, damn it, dude. And I'm holding a fucking.
So like this is like
Yo, we should have someone Photoshop all of us doing some kind of romance novel. Yeah.
My little railroad worker. My little gold miner.
Or you know like school textbooks use the shit out of stock photos.
Oh yeah.
What if there was one about the opium fucking crisis and it had you just like sad looking?
There is something about education that all those laws don't count. If you're teaching with it, because my mom was a teacher, all that shit don't count. So my mom could like straight steal like documentaries and show them in.
That's true.
Nick, the little railroad worker.
Dude, Ryan was able to take one photo of Nick in jiu-jitsu class and then put that in the 70 different like versions of something. This is gonna go too crazy.
That picture of me in that class was so crazy, dude. It was so funny.
That was mostly other people.
and everyone's like add-ons to it was the best.
It's because you looked so like upset.
And I wasn't trying to, I swear. I was like, just take the picture.